The name Slampt is an entirely made-up word, and we made up a word because we didn't want any other associations to go with it at all. So we made up this word that sort of was a bit like the sound that you get when you fall over and break your teeth on the pavement.
Which happens to us frequently, it's so clumsy.
Yeah, so it's kind of a bit onomatopoeic, that kind of thing. A bit of a slap in the face of a name, we thought.
I don't know, it started as like sort of idea when we were
a concept
when we were
became
abroad.
reality.
It was like a sort of long conversation and quite a cynically hatched plan that was sort of to sort of do mainly just fanzines and cassettes about 3 years ago. And then it sort of we started doing it in November '92 and just sort of kept doing stuff and kept doing more and more stuff and eventually started doing records and stuff and
used stuff like student loans to pay for doing 7 inches by bands.
It was kind of, I don't know, just developed as it went on really and ended up becoming more and more time consuming to the point now where it's like
we have to spend
all
every
the bloody time.
waking hour doing this.
Yeah.
Well, I was at college with Rachel on the same course as her, doing art, and when she started having girl meetings for girls who were interested in the riot girl kind of scene, she invited me along, and I kind of got involved that way.
We tend to get involved with bands mainly because they're sort of interested in us and our ideas about why we want to run a record label, and they're mainly from the northeast area.
Usually it's been people contacting us rather than us sort of discovering people.
Like the Girls and Starlet, for example, Catherine sent me a tape of her and Janet playing in the kitchen, and so I said, right, you can play with Heavenly, and so we ended up releasing their records for some reason. We would kind of like to be doing more stuff, like releasing stuff by more bands and etc. But we just haven't really got the money to do it until the bands start doing LPs, because 7 inches almost always make a loss anyway.
Or they just about break even kind of thing.
And so, stuff like doing this fanzine doesn't even break even though we feel like it's dead expensive. But it's kind of...
But LPs do like make quite a lot of money.
But it's more important to do something where you're getting information to people and getting people talking and thinking about independence and things.
It's a really, really difficult balance between sort of, because you do have to look at whether
because on the one hand you've got your bank manager going in your ear, you've got to make some profit, and the other hand you're thinking, yeah, but I don't want to make CDs because Philips gets money from that, and
CDs are horrible anyway.
And CDs are really horrible little things anyway.
We've been doing it for ages and we've stuck around long enough to sort of make enough contacts to sort of get people to know about what we do.
We get a lot of radio play from John Peel, which is really useful to us because we don't have to compromise ourselves in any way by doing so, and he often reads out our address, so that's really good, and he's just generally quite supportive of us and has given us peel sessions and things.
They seem to be able to get publicity for the bands that they're involved with, which are a wide range of bands. I mean, they're involved with any band that they feel doesn't compromise their values. And they seem to be able to get publicity without compromising it and without having to get vast sums of money for publicity and advertising, which would be totally against what they believe in.
I would say the compilation LP is something that I'm proudest of, because apart from the fact that it's got loads of really good songs and bands on, it's also got a lot of different people into different bands and knowing about them, and it's just, I much prefer doing
Mayhem reigns.
doing things that sort of create more of a community than things that just promote the individual. I think one of the problems of being involved in putting out records and stuff is that people suddenly start thinking, oh, we could be famous, and I really hate people that want to be famous. They're the most selfish, megalomaniacal people in the world.
Who are you talking about?
Bands that are on Slampt can do exactly what it is they want to do, as long as they don't want to spend loads of money on it. And so we're kind of living proof that you can do just what you want to do and have power over the creative things you do.
Slampt certainly find it important to create a scene up here rather than just participating in London, any kind of London scene, which most bands think it's important to go to London to be able to sell records and to achieve anything, but Slampt don't see it that way.
At the end of the day, bands are like human beings, and they're not commodities and products, which is what you end up being if you're a band on a major label. We're much more interested in what the bands want to do musically, and treating them as people, whereas that's not possible really if you're based in London.
Miss currently playing this demo tape just been sent by Turbo Cat. This song's called Psycho Bitch and Friends.
Psycho Bitch what?
And Friends. Dear Slampt, please see what you think of this. We are Kerry, who is really American honest on singing and bass, Luke and me on guitars, and Ollie on drums. What else can I say? Hope you like it. Tar Sean. Sounds alright, I reckon, but perhaps not Stars of Tomorrow.
Another story like this. I've got cake at my fingertips. It reminds me of a screen kiss.
Our stars melt.
Our stars meet and crumble with a kiss.